Hello everyone, I am Cali of Gaming and welcome back to actually another video, but this is of course the new series F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. Really good game. I've already pre-recorded to around Spain right now, so like you'll see the video following, which are all pre-recorded, and yeah, it's very fun, I can tell you. So if you are into F1, you should play this game. Pretty fun. So of course this is the new thing in F1 2020, and yeah, I'll do a series over it, and hopefully I can get to the top of F1 and win both championships. So right now here, of course, I am creating my team, so our team's gonna call GM Cali of Racing. It's just someone gave me this idea, so yes. Next up, we're gonna choose our sponsor here. So I'm gonna choose TriStar. Why? Because it has a bigger bonus. Weekly income has larger weekly income than the Shark one. So simple as that. So here we have, of course, the engine selection, and I'm going to go for Honda because it's cheap. Teammate. Now, teammate, I'm going to honor who died last year in F2, Antoine Hubert. I'm going to finish the stream here, and hopefully I can bring him up to F1 and help him at least win a Drivers' Constructor Championship, and probably as well as the Constructors' Championship. And yeah, finish the stream basically, and you got to honor him. So yeah, that's
describes the driver's ability to set competitive lap times. Rating is a summary of the driver's overall skill level.
Go through. Of course, you can see there is Antoine Hubert. It's not that pricey, so I'm going to choose Antoine. And of course, the main reason is to really honor Antoine and finish this dream, finish this unfinished dream to Formula 1. So let's confirm the settings.
This season, we can add more sponsors to the car as we sign them throughout the year. And don't worry, we can edit our look at any time from HQ.
Let's change delivery, which is this one. It's absolutely fantastic, this delivery. It's just really good. Of course, I'm going to go for myself here. I'm going to change the looks of the suit. I'm gonna go for the one down there, which is I don't know what's called, but it's called Trim. And I'm gonna go for, of course, our team's main three colors, which is green, blue, and pink, for a little bit of just spice it up, a little bit of an icing on a cake kind of thing. So we're gonna go for, yep, go for that. Same as the gloves as well. I'm gonna go for that as well. We're gonna go for trim, and there we go. And we're gonna change it to probably pink, because it looks weird with green, probably. Really bright pink, but yeah. Let's go for this boogie pose podium emotes. Haven't unlocked the selfie one, so I'm gonna go for the 70 edition. And there we go. I look weird, but yeah, that's our team badge. Absolutely loving it. So again, those three main colors: green, a little bit more dark green, and then blue, and pink. Right here. So there we go.
Everything we need. You can go back and edit anything we've done so far, and we'll come back here at the start of each season. But if you're ready to go, hit advanced and head to Team HQ, and we can start our push to the top of Formula 1.
So let's go. So 22 races, AI driver level will be set to 100, and note that it will change after this race. I did change after this race, so note that, and I'll tell you when I change the AI driver level. So yeah, 50% race, formation lap on, but you won't see the formation lap. Of course, gonna only run traction control medium. So yeah, just keeping it professional and not too difficult, basically. Let's see. Will Buxton interview.
Hello folks, and welcome to the HQ of Formula One's newest team. We've been invited backstage to gain an exclusive insight into what could be one of the most exciting entries in the sport for many years. Now, we've seen a number of new teams enter the sport over the last decade, amongst their number Manor, Caterham, HRT and of course Haas. And while some have proved to be successful, others have morphed into different teams and some have disappeared completely. What marks this team out, though, as being something different is that its owner is also its driver. Now, there's a rich history of that in Formula 1 too. Sir Jack Brabham, John Surtees, Graham Hill and Bruce McLaren all drove their own cars in the sport, but it has become increasingly rare in recent years. What's very special about this team, though, is that while the team itself is new to Formula 1, so too is its driver and owner.
Whatever happens this season, you've already made the history books. Tell me, do you feel up to the mammoth task of both managing and driving for a Formula 1 team? Every team needs two drivers, but what was it that drew you to your teammates? No one aims to finish bottom of the table. Who's the team you're aiming to beat? How are you expecting the car to feel out on track? The other teams now have years of experience, both on and off the track. How are you planning to catch up to them? Overtaking is a key part of this sport. How have you ensured that your car can take advantage of each opportunity that comes your way? And finally, which of your new departments are you most proud of?
Well, that's about all we've got time for here. We will see how this fledgling team fares in its first Grand Prix.
Okay, great, thank you. That's a wrap.
So there we go. That's the
It's important to use the time between races to the full
that
extent.
is
That's where these
the
activities
interview
are.
done,
Time is efficient.
and basically my objective is to get a stable car, really easy to drive car, rather than a fast car, a power car, and then just drives like a boat in the corners. Want to avoid that, so that's why I chose quite a lot of aero side and chassis side. So now, activity time. Now, this is the new thing. You can choose your, you can choose what you're going to do in that slot. So there are like a lot of these activities you can do. So first of all, I'm gonna go for aero and chassis focus, and then after car reveal, we're gonna go for the pre-season merchandise sale just to get us some money. System access, pretty easy.
Review our current facilities and the effects they're having on the business. You can also invest some of our cash into upgrades for these facilities.
So this is the facilities, as you can hear, and it generates resource points, and you have to pay for it running cost. We can't upgrade those now, so let's move on to the very well-known R&D part. So I'm gonna buy a aero upgrade, and that's about it. Don't have any more resource points, so yeah. And the weekend tire allocation, I changed to softer for this race. As let's see if it works out.
This is the driver market. From here, you can see pertinent details on each driver in the sport. Compare them with each other and add them to your watch.
And then you can see different drivers here. And Lord Mahavir. Of course, if you don't know, Mahavir Raghunathan made himself look like an idiot last season in F2. That 3-point turn in Baku, and crashing everywhere basically, and having 2 race bans. Well, technically 1, but 2. So we're not going to choose him, probably. So let's advance and let's see what we have. Got some money, better stuff, and there we go. Car reveal. So that's done. Let's head back to the R&D, because we got a lot more resource points now, and we can develop some more. So for example, the chassis weight reduction, we're going to develop that, as well as buying our first durability upgrade for, yeah, basically the gearbox, as I have a bad reputation of killing the gearboxes. So, yeah, gotta run through, and let's go to the Australian Grand Prix. So now, you can see the practice screen. I haven't done time management, I haven't done qualifying pace. I'm struggling in Australia to get these 2 done, but it's pretty alright. So, let's, after that, let's see. Yeah, we got around 530. Resource points, total of 60 gained for me and Hubert, and team acclaim, pretty decent. So yeah, let's go to qualifying. So here is my qualifying 1, and yeah, qualifying 1, the first run, and I'm gonna bring you through a lap of the Albert Park. 4th gear into the first kind of chicane thing. Open the DRS, 7th gear, and then 8th gear into turn 3, major braking zone, and then into, you have to short shift because of the oversteer. As we go through, this is all flat out. You know, F1 cars have a lot of downforce, you can flat out that part. Fourth gear into the second kind of chicane thing. As we head to the third thing, chicane thing, I'll call those. Third gear into the corner, using all those curves, and out we go. Actually, the whole Australia Grand Prix, I'm struggling all the way. As we head through the fast left-right chicane, gone a little bit wide, open the DRS, and we're down to the third sector. Fourth gear into the corner, nice rotation, and this corner, fifth gear, just lift off basically. Second gear, penultimate corner, final corner, fourth gear, a bit of understeer you see there, and seventh gear, and across the line that is a 22.3, and that's fastest lap so far somehow. Don't know why, it's not that fast, but yeah. So as we look, we continue on 9th, and Anthon's down in P21. It's not doing a great job there, but somehow no one's beating my time, so I'm not gonna go out because no one's beating my time. It's unrealistic, I don't know why, and I'll just skip through and just get on with it basically. P9, somehow we got into Q2 first round already. Don't ask me how, but now this is Q2, and this is, I think, my only run, I believe, and yeah. So final corner going through again, a little bit of understeer, I mean, and it's not doing great. And across the line, that is a 21.9. That's some really crazy qualifying. And well, because actually I increased the difficulty to, I think, 104 here, and of course P16 puts me at 4/10 of Kevin Magnussen. And yeah, we're gonna start the race in P16. So let's go to the big one, the race.
No more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal, and it's make or break here at Albert Park, home of the Australian Grand Prix since 1996, and home to round one of this year's Formula One World Championship. Just south of Melbourne's downtown business centre is the one and only Albert Park circuit. 3.3 miles of public roads, closed for the weekend of course, make for a bumpy circuit with little undulation. There are 16 corners around the lake and a couple of good passing opportunities here as well, thanks in part to the DRS zones into turns 1, 3 and 13. Can Mercedes start with victory in their bid to win a 7th consecutive Constructors' title? Could Ferrari or Red Bull establish an advantage early on? And with 22 cars on the grid, how quickly can the new team find their footing? Well, it's great to be back, Anthony Davidson. We've got a lot to talk about this year.
That's right, Crofty. It felt like a long winter, but it's good to finally be back. I have to think the usual suspects will battle it out at the front. but there are always going to be some teething problems early on in the season, so whoever can keep on top of their issues will have the advantage today.
As I mentioned earlier, we're up to 11 teams this season, with a new entry run by, well, of all things, an owner-driver. That's something we haven't seen in this sport since Hector Raback over 4 decades ago. So how are they looking so far?
It's hard to imagine how a small operation like that could survive in the ruthless world of Formula 1, and yet here they are, first ever race looking surprisingly strong. But there are no points for qualifying. Let's see how they fare in the Grand Prix proper.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Leclerc, Verstappen, Alexander Albon, and Ricciardo, Ocon, Perez, Norris, and Lance Stroll, Gasly, Giovinazzi, Kevin Magnussen, and Vettel. They've taken a grid penalty. Carter, Raikkonen, Daniel Kvyat, and Carlos Sainz, Grosjean, Russell, Hubert, and Nicholas Latifi. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So, here we are on the grid, P16. As you can see, Sebastian Vettel got a penalty first round of the race, and already his gearbox gone or something like that. Already got a penalty, and it's dropped down to P15, I believe, and we're kind of alongside him. So it's going to be a one-stop. I will choose soft to hard, I think. Of course, actually, maybe I think I'm gonna go for mediums to hard, probably. But I need more fuel, as I'm really bad at fuel saving. Just don't ask me why, but yeah, I'm gonna go for soft to hards, I think. Maybe, but let's see what we can do. Should be medium. I don't think the soft is gonna do much favor for me. So yeah, soft to hard, medium to hard, I mean, and a little bit more fuel. Checking the setup, should be all right. And well, yeah, let's go to the race. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And it's lights out, away we go. Long lights, long red lights there. I've got a pretty decent start. I'm not renowned for great starts, but that's a pretty decent start. Trying to go around the outside of Vettel into turn 1, and I crashed into Gasly. Fortunately, my front wing did not just disintegrate. And now Raikkonen go past me. I'm going to go down the inside into turn 3 here. And see if I can pull that move off, but it's just not great there. Side-by-side contact kind of puts me off there. Let's head to the second chicane thing, I'll call it. 3rd gear, and bear in mind, right now, what I'm feeling is car sluggish as hell. Car just not going where I want. Very heavy, yeah, sluggish, not responsive at all. So we're just gonna get overtaken a lot here in the race. So we head through after the left-right fast chicane. See, down into 4th gear, 3rd gear. I don't know the corner names, don't ask me. The 5th gear through. 3rd to last corner, 2nd to last corner now, 2nd gear. Raikkonen's already clawed up back to Sebastian Vettel. Now I'm just dropping off. I am dropping off here. I'm not doing a great job here. So that's lap 1 basically. And we head to lap 2. Really struggling here. As you can see, Sainz trying to go around the outsides. That's not going to work. Miss shift down and a lot of oversteer. As you can see, just trying to stabilize the wheel, counter steering, and into the corner. We defend successfully and we hold on for the position. And Sainz has to fight another day, but not for long though, as he attacks again after this left-right fast chicane, just going around the outside, but he has way too much speed. It's a McLaren, so can't do much. And we're gonna settle down to P17 now. Now Kvyat is looking very feisty behind me. As well, I'm talking about that understeer in the last corner. It's really just makes just doesn't help me being overtaken. It's one of my weak points in this race. And heading into turn 3, Kvyat goes around the outside, but smart move, smart position of the car, so I can defend from Kvyat there. Now, Russell going for the move. A little bit side by side wheel contact, and he goes through. And now, Kvyat, Hubert goes through. I'm gonna try and fight Kvyat, Hubert, sorry. I'm gonna fight after turn 3, turn 4 here, and I'm gonna get back that position. And Hubert, he's my teammate. He shouldn't fight me, to be honest, but yeah. It's now lap 6. Grosjean behind me. And look at that. No straight line speed whatsoever. And it just passes me.
Okay, we've lost a position.
And that's not great. Down to P20. And yeah, I can't do much. Car right now just feel absolutely sluggish. So yeah, just can't do anything. Now, lap 7. Hubert goes past us. Because he's on the soft tyres, so again I can't do much again. Yeah, I just can't do much. Grip. There's no grip. The car's not responsive, and yeah. Now Norris, Perez, we're going free wide into turn 1, and Perez got shoved off there. What has happened there? And we got a slight tap with Perez, but what has happened there? Let's look at the replay. It's going free wide into turn 1. Seems like Norris is just there and Perez just turned in, and somehow just clogged up to me, just butterfly effect basically. And now lap 13 we hit into the pits. It just doesn't feel great. There's these mediums, it's just struggling so much. And into the pits we go. You go on to the hard tires as well. I'm gonna save some fuel. Fuel's no issue. I'm using a lot of fuel in here somehow. And that's decent stop for the boys. 2.7 seconds as we head out. And we're 8 seconds, 9 seconds behind Hubert. That's not great. 10 seconds now behind Hubert. It doesn't feel great, is it? All the drivers, the pay driver here. Yeah, it's not great. It's like Lance Stroll, but weaker than Lance Stroll. It's like Ragunathan, basically. So, nothing really happened. Now, lap 18 out of 29. George Russell, DNF. Probably an engine issue or some kind of mechanical issue hampered him. So, yeah. Now, lap 28. I got lapped, basically. We head through the final few corners of the Grand Prix. It's got lapped. That doesn't feel great, is it? Valtteri Bottas wins the race, and I come home in a very low P19. And yeah, that doesn't feel great. That does not feel great.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again. So let's review
So
the updated
there
driver
we
stats.
have it for
Valtteri
the
Bottas
race.
takes the top
P19,
spot. He's our new
definitely
Drivers'
not
Championship
where
leader
we
after
want,
today's
but
result. After
I'm
an
just
incredible
struggling
day
a
of
lot.
racing, who was your driver of the
Antoine
day?
P18, he's struggling a lot as well, and because he's on the soft tires at like the first stint, he was able to pull out a gap and maintain it when I'm on the hards, or both of us on the hards. So yeah, it's definitely not great feelings here. So let's go to the interview.
Why do you think you weren't as quick as your teammate today?
It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it? You scraped the walls a few times. Well, thanks anyway.
So there is the Australian Grand Prix. Hope you guys enjoy today's first episode of the F1 2020 My Team career mode, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, let's fix that R&D front wing, well, upgrade I mean. And before I go, please smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel as we head to 500 subscribers. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode, which is the Bahrain Grand Prix. Bye!